thank you so much, Susie. And I am really, really excited to deliver this message to you today. Uh, it is delightful to see all of you here. What a moment in life. I'm your friend, Ash Mufareh, speaking to you today directly, personally from the heart. Whether you're a longtime supporter or somebody who stood in the sideway or been distracted by other things, or someone who's been quietly just watching, unsure what's next. I want to take the opportunity to speak to you today with perfect clarity, humility, and renewed purpose. Obviously, we're at a turning point, and I believe that with all my heart, actually, that what lies ahead is worth everything it took to get here. I know it's taken a while, but it's worthwhile. And I wasn't sure. Honestly, I'm having a hard time to say this, but I promised to talk to you with clarity and transparency all of the time. As I was preparing for these remarks and having some bullet points and highlights, uh, I wasn't planning to talk about this topic on this global update. I actually made a deliberate choice not to mention anything about our situation with the SEC. I thought I'm leaving that out for now. It is no secret that this litigation has been challenging, painful, however, and lengthy. But fortunately, we have been represented by some of the best, most experienced, and skilled lawyers in the country, period. Everybody could look up who's representing us. Couldn't get any better team. And under my instructions, they've defended the case vigorously. But that has taken time, attention, and resources away from our core mission. However, I've got to tell you, I'm so encouraged by the recent developments. In fact, I'm actually pretty excited, and I look forward to being able to give you much more complete and positive update on this topic very, very, very soon. So stay tuned. I can tell you it's a very bad day and not so exciting for the haters. They're not having a good day. And this is not what they wished for. This is probably a nightmare for them. But God is good. I have to say that up front, loud and clear. And what a victorious day. I will be addressing this on a separate day, separate, exclusive update, live update again, possibly number 2, because it's a big topic and I know you want to know more. And I'll break it down to you with what's allowed, okay, or what's productive or meaningful to you. But I'd rather to go back on track and continue my uh, initial plan about a few things that you want to hear today. Let's begin by being completely transparent. This journey has not been easy for any of us. Yes, probably long or longer than we hoped for. We've experienced delays, we've dealt with disappointments, and yes, we've made mistakes. I did. Some of our efforts actually fell short and, you know, not as we hoped for. But some plants and some of our production actually had to be scrapped and rebuilt from the ground up, totally from the scratch. And the truth is, some people we trusted were not what we thought who they are and who they were. I take a full responsibility, obviously, for everything that has happened under my leadership, and not in shame, but with humility, and someone who has learned, adapted, and committed to doing better. We built something bold. And when you build something bold, the risk is bigger, but so is the potential reward. It's worth it. And I know many of you have been frustrated, some confused, and you've been waiting for a moment of clarity. This is that moment. Crystal clear. The road ahead is very clear. So let's talk about the recent survey and some of the revelation and results about that. I am super excited to talk about this. Recently, we've invited you to respond and participate in a private survey. 3 simple questions, no pressure, no spin, just truth. And we needed to know, are you still with us actually? We want to know. We want to feel, where do you stand? We know where we stand. How long are you willing to wait? And do you believe it's time for a new vehicle to carry out our shared mission? Now, let me tell you what we found. And what was going in my head, I'm going to share that personal thought with you. I had 3 predictions. I've told the team and those who spoke with me on the side, behind the scenes, I've told them I had 3 predictions, okay, of how many people I thought would respond or would be engaged. I gave one low prediction and one kind of like middle of the road, and one I thought was probably overly optimistic, okay? Big, medium, small, okay? Or small, medium, big. But what happened next left me absolutely floored. And I'll explain that to you. You may realize the importance of this. You didn't just meet my most optimistic prediction. That's okay. But you've exceeded it by nearly 3 times. So small, medium, big. 3 times bigger than the big. I was astonished. That alone tells me how loud and clear you're still here and you believe and you are ready forward. You are ready to move forward. You are good to go forward. You're not stuck in the past. That was an eye opener. Okay, I shared with you the answers you gave. Over 90% of you said without hesitation. I will try to share with you the exact screenshot, okay? I am conservative by telling you over 90%. Some of them are 98 point something. So you could say 100% that without hesitation. I'm totally with you, no matter how long it takes. I see the vision, I agree, and if we want to succeed, we need a new vehicle. We need a new direction. We need a new way of running and operating. That was loud and clear. I thank you for that. Respond. And to each and every one of you who responded, you've given me the fuel to continue the mission. More fuel. I'm already pumped, as you could tell. But you've given the leadership team focus. They're even more motivated now. And you've reminded us why we started this journey in the first place. And let me add a little bit more to this. From your end, you see three simple questions. Okay, what could this doesn't take a genius? And the results are very obvious. Okay, most of you selected, I'm fully committed. And whatever timeline it takes, okay? And obviously, we need a new vehicle. That is clear. You see all of that. But we have invisible data to you that are very compelling. Number one, the number of people. And here's another one. So the number of people actually took the time to select. And the number or the frequency of most of you going to the same survey as many as 10 times a day. The overall sessions and login, it was practically a weekend and a day, right? Millions and millions and millions of logs in. Who thought this would be possible after all this time?
Is he froze up, guys?
I think he's froze. I thought it was me.
It's
Caught him.
frozen.
Give him a quick email, Chris.
I
So
did.
something blinked.
You froze for a few there, Ash. You froze.
Okay, no problem.
You're back.
Are we good so far?
We don't have your camera.
video's off.
My video's not on?
It's not
Oh.
on.
No, not on.
I have it on. Okay, let me click again.
No.
Did it work?
It's
No.
not on.
Not yet.
Okay, I see the screen is freezing. Okay. Let it refresh. That's okay. This is live.
Yeah, what you said was so powerful. It like made everyone think.
He is coming back in shortly, everyone. Please
Okay.
give us a few minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's okay now.
that's incredible data he's sharing. Very, 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 incredible.
Are you sure somebody's not trying to hack the system?
Please turn on your mic, Mr. Mufareh.
Olivia, you need to mute yourself as well, Olivia. There you go.
Are we all good now?
Yes.
There
Again.
you are.
We are.
Okay.
This is live and things happen with the live
Freezing.
it have some tech.
Mr. Mufareh, you're coming in and out.
That looks better. We can't hear you.
You hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, that's actually good. Let me forgive me for this, okay? But you may have noticed, like certain individuals who once had the visible presence with us are no longer associated with us. Don't let that distract you. Let me be very clear about this. And in general, any decision to distance ourselves from anyone, especially a public, like somebody on the surface in a way, and especially when we have to take this publicly, it is never made lightly. I hope you would respect this. These decisions are deliberate, cautious, and made only after thorough review of what's in the best interest of the community, not just one. But I have to protect the community. When we speak about someone's, who was known or they were known publicly and their departure, it is always done with one goal in mind: to protect you. It's that simple. Our priority is the health and safety of our platform, obviously, our brand and our people. That's number one priority. Nothing personal. We do believe in transparency, but we also believe in dignity. So I ask that we all respect that not everything needs to be shouted from the rooftop. Let it go. And sometimes doing the right thing quietly is more powerful than making noise. I know you're going to respect my approach to this and trust our decision. What matters is this. What matters is this. We are focused. We are pruning what's no longer serving us. As we said in the O News series. And we are building with integrity. It's the bottom line. When someone doesn't align with our values and our characters, our principles, no place for us. Mainly to protect the health. We cannot have a polluted environment. The health of our community. Let's talk about the turning point now. We are obviously at a turning point, like where we come from, everything that happened, and where we're going. We are now standing on the edge of something new. We've taken a hard look at what worked and what didn't, and what we must do differently. We are rebuilding, not just as a reboot of the old and a refurbish and just a relabel, a sticker on it. No. But as a birth of something better. Totally. Yes, we are creating a new vehicle. But more than that, we are clarifying the destination. Our eyes are always on the target, on laser focus, on the goal, on the dream. Because a shiny car is useless if it's not going anywhere meaningful. So we have to be clear on our purpose and our destination. Our dream has been always bold, okay? I think we all know that. We've always been bold, okay? To uplift lives, to create fairness through innovation, to give people not just tools, okay, but a true opportunity. That's what's making the difference in our journey. We're not abandoning the dream. In fact, we are doubling down on it with more focus, with more experience, with more energy than ever. So you may not see all the details, honestly, and yet, but I promise you, behind the scenes, the wheels are turning. And more importantly, we're doing it differently this time. I learned not to get ahead of myself. Speaking of what we've learned, let's talk about some lessons we've learned. Here's what I learned. Okay, let me share with you. It is better to underpromise and overdeliver. That's obvious. Than the other way around. So we're going to be telling you more realistic updates. I'm not here to hype you up, period. Okay? Indeed, we're doing it totally different. Totally. And I'm not going to tease you or tease things up and put more light on things that don't even exist yet. Maybe they're in the pipeline or anything, but not ready yet. Just to inflate the expectations and some clever words and fancy presentations, all of it. We're not going to do that. From now on, actually, everything we build, everything we launch, everything we promise will be tested, proven, and ready to go. Period. There would be no hype, no more guesswork, just the real things that work, that are practical, that are transparent, that are really backed up by actual value again. We will roll out our new offerings, obviously, in stages, carefully and strategically. Not going to have a wide ladder and walk with it and bump into many things. We're going to be like the edge of an arrow, so sharp and clear. Focus, start small, and then expand. If that makes sense to you. Not to keep people waiting, but to ensure that everything and every step forward is solid and secure. Stabilize, then scale. I know we've waited long enough, and you've waited. You deserve more than words. You deserve results. Because I learned early on in my life that either you can have results or excuses. You can have excuses or results. You cannot have both. And I don't know if you know, but I just heard that, you know what's the easiest way to get to the top? And the best way to get to the top is to get off your bottom. So I am going to give them to you. I'm going to give you results, all right? I'm going to give you action. We are in action constantly, not in theory, again, in action. We are definitely indeed reforming, reorganizing, restructuring, recommitting to the dream and what unite us and what brought us here together. In fact, what unites all of us here is our past, present, and future. What unites all of that is the shared dream that we have, that big, bold, beautiful dream that we share together. It is not about a logo or just a platform or colors or theme. It's not about fancy words or stickers or flashy things. It's only about people. It's about you, people. It's about believing that ordinary individuals, like most of us, deserve extraordinary possibilities. That dream is alive and well. And if you're listening to this, you've stayed this long, then it lives in you too, just like us. Why we can't let it go? It lives in us. All in. This is absolutely not the end of anything. Watch this. Not the end of anything. This is the rebuilding of everything. The rebuilding in a better way. So here's what I ask you. Genuinely, I want you to stay strong, be patient, have confidence. Don't get distracted. Let's reunite, and wonderful new things are on the way. I can assure you that. I would never, never overpromise, or I would never fail you. I'm here. I pledge with all my heart, energy, breath to fight for you, to continue this journey all the way. No cap. And when they are ready, those beautiful things are on the way, not before. You are going to be the first to know. That is a priority. That's a pledge. That's a grandfathering to you. That is my responsibility. I will always give you that priority and that privilege, that advantage ahead of the rest. So have confidence. Rest assured that it's going to come to you first. You're going to know. We're building something worth being proud of, okay? More than just a business or a platform. Not for a quick win, but for a lasting success, for a legacy. You're not alone in this, obviously, okay? We're doing this together. We are in this together. And this time, we're doing it right. That's what matters. We're doing it right. We've done some pruning. I mean, I think the word is becoming popular. And we're a healthier body right now. We have a stronger foundation. And this time, we're going places. I genuinely want to thank you for believing, for staying, and thank you for giving us the chance to finish what we've started. Only better. And I appreciate all of you. I love you. I respect you. And we're not done yet. We're just getting started. I can't help myself but to talk about a quick glimpse or two to give you a sense of reality of what's happening behind the scene. When we had that survey, typically companies are going to look for services or solutions out in the market, subscribe, okay, buy a package, and just stick your questionnaire there. All right, the team heard me talking about that. They couldn't help themselves but surprising me. He said, we're creating our own survey. I said, yeah, but that's going to take time. So let's just, do that in the future. I appreciate that. I don't know if it's worth it to get distracted. No. It's done. You want to go have a test? What? You don't have a test? Okay. It was seamless. I didn't have a department. I didn't have a building. I didn't have like a whole presentation. I just said, survey application. It was done. Practically in a blink in IT time. Late last night, my time here, I was with the team and I mentioned to them, by the way, on tomorrow's session, we, the team is asking, and in particular, Julie is asking for recommendation to a rotator service. And I said, which one do you recommend? This, that, or do you have something better? They said, we'll let you know, okay? So we continued the topic. I'm telling you, late last night, and 3.5 hours later, are you around? Yeah. I oversleep, so yeah, please come on. So I'm kidding, but yeah, tell me what's happening. Can you hop on the meeting? I said, sure, yeah. Check this out. What? Our own rotator service, done, tested, better than anything I've seen. Yeah, no, there's no design, but the engine is slick, powerful, so strong. Click, 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 unlimited. Everything is unlimited. Talk to Julie on the side. She will talk on her live. Like, some of the applications available, they charge you by the views, by the click, by the URL. Oh, come on. And I was blown. I actually was really thinking, am I dreaming? It took hours. I can say 1.5 person, because one was on it. The other one was spotting him. I said him, okay. Didn't take a whole entourage. It was done. Said, are you sure? Can we use it? Oh, how about this time we just use what's available, like a generic one, okay, off the market. Next time we can, no, it's good. Let's test it. I did try earlier, like a couple of hours ago, to do with Julie and a couple of friends here to test it out. Apparently, I was not clicking something. I called them. They said, no, 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 you use it. I would say like, oh, come on, let's leave it for next time. We don't have much time. There's no glitch. There's no bug. There's a toggle I had to swipe. Okay. I just didn't do it. I think you were with me, Susie, Julie, and Red, and Chris. Like, there's something to make it auto. The percentage, I just had to swipe that. That's it. It worked like a charm. And it's working. Right now, we're using our service. Survey, Rotate. What a time to be in when our team is creating applications faster than I can come up with their names. A name for the application. It was a simple side question. Which service do you recommend? We'll get back with you. Less than 4 hours later, here's the application. So when we did the test earlier today, they told me, yeah, no, it's working. No, don't forget everything else. It's perfect. It's working. It's, as of now, it's live and it's working. Guess what? They told me, oh, we just finished also to even add to my blown mind. They already finished a whole analytics system, reports, geographical, heat map, the number, the clicks, the rotation. This is beyond crazy. I have no words to describe my feeling, my excitement, my confidence, my gratitude, and my belief in this team. We've learned a bit. All right. I'm going to step back and allow a couple of you to chime in, and we'll come back to a full closure